I don't think this is going to surprise anybody. They just ran a new poll about confidence in our military. Where do you suppose confidence in the military is? After all of these years of wokeness, after all of these years of pushing critical race theory and recruiting woke people for the military, for the CIA, the intelligence community, the people who are supposed to be keeping our country safe, keeping you safe, keeping your children safe. Where do you suppose confidence is when you see the debacle in Afghanistan, the fact that we can't maintain any of our alliances around the world, that nobody fears us, and you have the military running around with these new recruitment ads, we're about to play one, that are all talking about finding yourself and woke values and fighting for this junk that has nothing to do with national security. The poll found a 25-point drop in confidence in the military. For the first time, as far as I know, I've never heard about this, in U.S. history. Less than half the country has confidence in our military. The military used to be the #1 most trusted institution in the entire country. Even if you didn't trust the politicians, even if you didn't trust the military, and you definitely don't want to trust Congress, you still at least trusted the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. And I say this as a veteran, they need to get their act together. This is out of the Ronald Reagan Institute. Only 45% of those polled reported a great deal of trust and confidence in the military. It's down 25 points in just 3 years. And increasing numbers of Americans say they have little or not much confidence in the military, and that little confidence in the military is up 15 points. Why? Here's a recent recruitment ad.
Although I had a fairly typical childhood, took ballet, played violin, I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age. When I was 6 years old, one of my moms had an accident that left her paralyzed. Doctors said she might never walk again. But she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet, eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class, and then attended UC Davis, where I joined a sorority full of other strong women. But as graduation approached, I began feeling like I'd been handed so much in life, a sorority girl stereotype. Sure, I'd spent my life around inspiring women, but what had I really achieved on my own? One of my sorority sisters was studying abroad in Italy. Another was climbing Mount Everest. I needed my own adventures, my own challenge. And after meeting with an Army recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength and maybe shatter some stereotypes along the way.
Perhaps it should come as no surprise. Zero Hedge has a great line on this. Because over the past year, especially, the Pentagon has openly devoted itself to the woke agenda, putting out recruitment videos that focus not on forging leaders, strength and conditioning, preparing for warfighting, overcoming obstacles. No. It's diversity, acceptance, and gender studies. That is the point of our military now. So if you look at this, a really interesting point that Zero Hedge is making, that when you understand the representation of where our military comes from, traditionally, the overrepresentation in the military, and I can say this as a veteran, I remember this certainly, is from the southern states. The southern and western states are overrepresented in our military. It is the northern states, particularly the northeastern states, that you just do not find people there joining the military. This is going to create a huge problem. We're not going to be able to operate as a military force going forward.
This is Charlie Kirk, founder and CEO of Turning Point USA. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Turning Point USA.